In the beginning, before time, before matter, before life, there was only God. There were no stars shining, no earth spinning, no sound echoing through space. There was only eternal existence, God, uncreated, unmatched, and unchanging. The Bible opens with a declaration that defines everything that follows. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This is not a theory, not an accident, not a random explosion of matter. This is intentional. This is divine. This is the starting point of all existence, God as creator. The earth, in its earliest state, was without form and void. Darkness covered the face of the deep. There was no structure, no life, no order, only emptiness. It was a world not yet shaped, not yet filled, not yet alive. Yet even in that darkness, something powerful was present. The Spirit of God was hovering over the waters, not absent, not distant, present, ready. Then, with a single command, everything changed. God spoke, and His words carried authority beyond human understanding. Let there be light. And instantly, light broke into the darkness. It didn't struggle to appear. It didn't slowly grow. It obeyed. Because when God speaks, creation responds. Light separated from darkness. Day was distinguished from night. The rhythm of time itself began to form. What was once chaos started to come into order, not by chance, but by the voice of God. God continued to shape the world with intention. He stretched out the heavens and separated the waters above from the waters below, forming the sky. He gathered the waters together so that dry land could appear. The earth, once empty, now had foundation and form. And then, with another word, life began to emerge from the ground. Vegetation, plants, and trees appeared, each one designed, each one sustained, each one carrying purpose within it. Then God placed lights in the heavens, the sun to rule the day, the moon to govern the night, and the stars scattered across the sky. These were not placed randomly. They were set with precision, marking seasons, days, and years. The universe itself began to move with order and rhythm, reflecting the wisdom of its creator. The waters were then filled with living creatures. Fish swam through the oceans, moving with life and motion. The skies were filled with birds soaring above the earth. Life was multiplying, expanding, breathing. And then the land was filled with animals, creatures of every kind, each uniquely formed, each intentionally created. Everything was good, perfectly aligned, perfectly designed, a world functioning exactly as it was meant to. But creation was not yet complete. Then God said something that had never been said before. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. This moment stands apart from everything else in creation. Man would not simply exist. Man would reflect the nature, the character, and the image of God. From the dust of the ground, God formed man, not with distance, but with intimacy. And then God breathed into him the breath of life. This was not just creation, it was connection. Life itself was given directly from God. And man became a living being. This was different from everything else. Humanity was not created just to exist, but to relate. Not just to live, but to know God, to walk with Him, to reflect Him, to live in a relationship that no other part of creation was given. Everything was complete, everything in harmony. There was no pain, no suffering, no fear, no death. Only peace, only presence, only perfection. Creation was not just functional, it was relational. God was not distant, He was near. Humanity was not lost, they were connected. This was the world as it was meant to be. A world where God and man existed together in perfect unity. A world without brokenness, a world without separation. But within this perfection, there was something that made love real. Choice. A boundary was set, not to restrict, but to define trust, not to control, but to establish relationship. And soon, that boundary would be tested. The story that began in perfection was about to face a moment that would change everything. The peace of creation would be challenged. The connection between God and man would be shaken. And what was once perfect would never be the same again.